Agricultural geography creates regional food traditions. Regional food customs are products of agricultural production and geography. What can and cannot be grown is entirely contingent upon climate. What can be grown successfully and efficiently becomes regional staples forged into local delicacies. As regions become well acquainted with certain products and master the art of growing, cultivating, and packaging them, they often become major exporters of these. Internationally, they come to have a comparative advantage for these products on the world market. One of the themes of this course is to understand what major products are grown by each region. I wanted to try and zoom in to one of these regions we discussed to see why these products were grown in the first place and how they affect local food staples. Italian agriculture is a perfect example of this fact, having unique agricultural products not found in many places around the world. Sicily, an island off the Italian peninsula, possesses a mild Mediterranean climate and is surrounded by ocean, making seafood a staple. A traditional Sicilian dish consists of branzino, cherry tomatoes, olive oil, sea salt, and capers. Branzino is a popular variety of sea bass in Europe. It is quite common in Sicily, since fishing is one of their most fundamental agricultural industries.
Fishing is another of Sicily's precious resources. The island is responsible for over a fourth of Italy's catch, with over 60,000 tons every year.
Italy leads the European Union in tomato production, producing more than 4 million tons annually.
Hi, I'm Jason Spieler, and we're at a beautiful organic farmhouse in Umbria, the perfect place to talk a bit about the history of the tomato. This most distinctive ingredient of Italian cuisine, of course, has its origins in the Americas. It was Columbus or Cortez who first brought it over to Europe. But before we continue that story, here in this lovely garden, surrounded by all these different varieties, let's see what we can find. So this is your standard pomodoro, a name that an Italian botanist actually gives us in 1544, literally meaning the golden apple, as the first varieties brought over, probably the yellow ones. Now this is just your standard classic juicy tomato. Over here, we have the pelati, or the peeled. These are the ones that you parboil to make your different types of Italian sauces. And then these little ones are the ciliegine, or the cherry tomatoes, and these are the ones that you put inside of a caprese, or these are the ones that you just eat as a snack. In English, we still call this by the original Aztec name, the tomatal, which literally means the bursting fruit. And it's the acidity of this juice that led to the urban legend that the reason why this wasn't eaten so much in Europe for a very long time was that this acid reacted with the pewter dining ware, which then caused some of the lead to be released and poisoned the food. Well, there might be some kernel of truth to that. These were indeed considered to be poisonous, especially in England for a long time, and they weren't widely consumed until the mid-18th century. Of course, now tomatoes are grown and eaten everywhere, with China being the world's leading producer. But no other country better than Italy has aligned themselves with the magic of this incredible fruit. The Italians always insist upon the freshness, the quality, which leads to the most amazing taste, as these are some of the finest in the world.
The invention of the pizza in Naples by Raffaele Esposito sparked a newfound love and appreciation for the tomato that is still very much so a part of Italian cuisine today. Sicily's geography provides adequate moisture, temperature, and nutrient-rich soil from volcanic eruptions to crops. The variety of tomatoes that is grown in Sicily is called the tomato of Pacino, which includes the cherry and grape variety. Italy is the largest exporter of olive oil in the world. The oil content of the olives is enhanced by long, dry summers, which can be found in the Sicilian region of Italy. Sicily, along with Puglia and Calabria, are the main olive production regions of Italy. The province of Trapani is Italy's largest sea salt producer. Sicily, being a major producer of sea salt, is quite logical considering the fact that it is an island surrounded by seas that have some of the highest salt concentrations in the entire world, with an average salinity of 38 parts per thousand. Many of the areas that are suitable for olive growth are also suitable for caper growth. Capers require intense dry heat, which is provided in the climate of Sicily's surrounding islands. The ease of growth in these regions has created a long tradition of growing the world's best capers. They proliferate in cracked pathways, sides of roads, and along stone walls. The volcanic ash in the soil and the Trapani sea salt used to preserve the capers is said to be the reason behind why these are the most flavorful in the world. Capers are extremely labor-intensive to cultivate because they must be hand-picked. The other main producer of capers is Spain. However, they preserve them in brine and jar them, making it different from the Sicilian version. As you can see, geography plays a large role in regional agriculture. Recipes traditional to specific regions are indicative of food sectors that have flourished in productivity and efficiency throughout history.